Oh. Stop it! Oh. Yo, welcome everyone. This time we're racing at Imola. Last time we were in the top 5, 5th or 6th, I don't remember. This time it's at Imola. It's a track I quite like, so let's see where I end up. So as a true professional YouTuber, I forgot to turn on my mic somehow, so I have to do some
As we continue to increase our acclaim, more potential partners become willing to work with us. We can now approach an additional sponsor from the corporate tab.
Personal department. So apparently forgotten to turn on my microphone, so Chase Louise. Agree. Yeah, I know.
You handled it well. Thanks.
I agree. Anyway, it's the usual. You just fill up your agenda. Fast forward, get some money. And then probably some promotion. There you go. Some pretty hot lap. So what I was saying was, forgot to turn on my microphone, so do some B-roll. Talk over the video now. This one is a some sort of time-lapse thingy where you have to reach these yellow thingies and get some extra yellow checkpoints to get some extra time. That's basically it. 8 seconds. And of course I totally make it. Epic points. Most acclaims, money. And I can finally upgrade my personnel. At least the pit equipment, because in the previous race I had some sort of pit stop issue on the right front, I don't know if I remember correctly. So now it's males, blah blah blah. It's not really that important. A few upgrades here and there. Can't remember which one I took. Yeah. The training sessions, the track acclimatizations, which of course I made a purple one. I do quite like Imola, so it wasn't too hard to get to know the track, but yeah, with these cars, especially these grip levels, it's something else. So apparently my tire management was pretty okay as well. And the last one was the strategy program, which might probably nailed. As a true champion that I am. And then it is the qualifier already, which I ended P7. So that's the starting grid for
tomorrow's race, but before we begin,
sprint.
Let's have a quick look at those who'll be fronting the grid. Verstappen, Leclerc and Sergio Perez. Well, that wraps up qualifying, but don't worry, we'll be back tomorrow as we head into the Grand Prix.
Alright, so let's do the sprint. And then the sprint determines the place for the race. Nice. Got that. I'm here shocked.
Forget pit stops, forget fuel management. It's pedal to the metal all the way here as we get ready for today's sprint.
Pedal to the metal. Oh.
Off the back of a fantastic qualifying session, it's time to see how our starting grid looks for today's sprint. World champion Max Verstappen starts from pole position, with Charles Leclerc alongside. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Perez, Sainz, George Russell, and Hamilton. Brown, Fernando Alonso,
Brown,
Bottas, and Esteban Ocon. Norris, Gasly, Kevin Magnussen, and Mick Schumacher. Ricciardo, Tsunoda, Guan Yu Zhou, and Sebastian Vettel. Stroll, Albon, Oscar Piastri, and Nicholas Latifi. And with preparations almost complete, let's head trackside for today's sprint.
Yeah.
Clutch bite is good, gearbox is responding normally. Make sure to warm up the tyres and brakes. Warm the tyres and brakes throughout the lap, please.
Oh.
Okay, good parking there, mate. Now we need to make sure we get a great launch as the race
It was
starts.
only green, it wasn't purple.
Okay, so that's the rest of the grid forming up now. Be patient and watch for those lights.
No, Alfonso. So far so good. No damage.
Okay, the start was fine. Let's try and move forward.
Ooh. Alonso. Alonso is on ass. Yellow flag. Oh man. Alonso, you. Man. Still within a second. I can DRS on the next.
Lap of the race so far.
Wow, how fast is he on this? Who was that? Oh yes. Oh yes. Still no. Jesus Christ. Oh. Beautiful. Jesus.
And that's the end of the race. We'll see you in Parc Fermé.
Started 7th. Evan 7th? Yeah, started 7th. Ended 7th.
So then, it's time to see how this result affects the Drivers' Championship. A result that will
2
make
points.
Sergio Perez happy
Nah.
as he pushes his championship lead out even further. It's time to check out the Constructors' standings. And pulling further ahead in the standings, it's Red Bull. Another team that excelled today were Williams, who make further progress up the table. With the sprint wrapped up, we now have our grid line up for the big race tomorrow. Be sure to join us then for what will no doubt be a fantastic race.
That's why they're being so quick. They're fourth. Fourth in the power ranking. Performance ranking. Whatever you want to call it.
Hello there and welcome back to Imola, home circuit of the Scuderia Ferrari. We expect to see a lot of local supporters wearing red today, and they've all turned out for what we're expecting will be a sensational event here at the Emilia-Romagna Grand Prix. 3.1 miles of track at Imola featuring 19 turns, 9 to the right and 10 to the left. Remember that Imola differs from most other Formula One tracks as it's taken anti-clockwise. Let's hope nobody forgets that today. The exit from turn 18 will probably be the setup for many of today's overtakes, leading as it does into the longest straight on the circuit and its only DRS zone. It's time to take a look at our starting grid for today's race. Max Verstappen put in a fantastic lap yesterday and he'll start from pole position. And a very happy Carlos Sainz will start second. Considering the rest of the grid, we have
and
Perez,
another bug.
Hamilton, Fernando Alonso, Brown, Russell, Norris, Gasly and Kevin Magnussen, Leclerc, Mick Schumacher, Daniel Ricciardo and Vettel, Tsunoda, Joe, Esteban Ocon and Oscar Piastri, Latifi, Stroll,
Piastri 18.
Bottas and Alex Albon picks up the last spot.
Fuck yeah, buddy.
With preparations almost complete, let's head down to the track. Anthony Davidson joins me once again in the commentary box, and it's fantastic to have you with us here, but I'm curious, as a man with experience out on the track, how do you stop those pre-race nerves from becoming overwhelming when you're lining up on the grid?
Well, I imagine they'll be starting to feel the adrenaline as they anticipate the rundown into turn 1, a bit like preparing to go into battle. The unknown situation will bring nerves, but that's a good thing. It will keep them focused on the moment and on their surroundings as we build towards the start of the Grand Prix.
After the points finished last race, let's aim to keep that momentum going.
Yeah, okay, yeah. Great plan.
Okay, so let's go through all the gears if we can. We need to make sure the engagement is okay before the start. We're going to want to put some temperature into the tyres and brakes. We need to keep the engine cool though, so don't go too high with the revs. No threat of rain for the time being. Conditions look good.
Oh, he's done it. It's purple. Oh yes. Hello, Alonso. Oh, we got past Alonso.
DRS now available.
Alonso still fighting with Russell. It's good for me, so I can create a gap between me and Alonso. We both have DRS, so
Green flag.
alright. Alonso sleeping.
The car behind is dropping back by about 0.3 a lap. Well done.
Oh, there's Alonso.
We're approaching the pit window now, and you're going to be on hards next time.
Oh, here we go. On the outs, oh beautiful. Oh, spot. Oh. Alright. Let's do another beautiful pit stop. Oh, 3, 2, One. Oh, turn on.
Perfect job from you and the crew there, mate. We're delighted with that.
Oh, hell no.
That was our last stop. No more scheduled pit stops. Let's go. Great work. That's
What?
the fastest lap of the race.
Fastest lap by me. Oh, get out of town. I always feel like when you exit the pit, like the other drivers are super fast on ice cold tires, and then after 4 or 5 laps they drop back completely, so it's a bit bizarre. Right, so Alonso still 4.8, Hamilton 1.20.
Caution, caution.
Caution, danger, error. Right, Leclerc still 4.5, Hamilton 1.3. Sort of stays the same. Tires are okay. Getting closer to Hamilton. 6 tenths. All the juice that I have. Let's go, podium. Oh, okay. Just insane.
Nice move. Good job.
Dive bomb of the millennium. No, it's gonna be a P4.
Take care of the car on the way in.
Jeez, Hamilton, relax. Oh, phew.
Red Bull pulling out all the stops today. What a great win. Well, Anthony Davidson, a resounding victory today, but what set them apart from the rest?
Well, they certainly stood out as a driver with tons of confidence on the track. I think their ability to keep their cool, even during some of the more hectic parts of the race, meant they were able to capitalise on the mistakes of other drivers, giving them the opportunity to make their way to the top spot with ease.
Red Bull are our winners today after showcasing some incredible driving. There's been a huge push from them lately to stay competitive with the other teams, and they're certainly proving themselves.
Oh no, not in my eyes.
And now let's take a look at the drivers' standings. Max Verstappen now leads the Drivers' Championship. Now, let's discuss, Ant. Who would you say is a contender for Driver of the Day?
Let's give it to Esteban Ocon. That was a commanding performance today. Very impressive indeed.
Alrighty then. Where's my teammate? I am P6, he's P20. Let's put... nope, we're full. So this race ended P4, which is not bad, which puts me on P5 in the driver standings, P4 in the constructors. So it was a tricky race at Imola, but so if you like this video, make sure to hit the like, the subscribe, all of the good stuff, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.